bring you high school football here this evening. Hopefully we're going to have a good one here tonight. The dominant Connellsville ball club throughout the years have pretty much had the rule of the roost here in this Quad South Conference, and they have struggled a bit this year for them. They're coming in at 1-2, as is the LH Mustang squad, but Connellsville comes in on the heels of a big win over Albert Gallatin after a couple of tough losses at the hands of Seneca Valley and a very good Mount Lebanon ball club. It's their first home game of the season, and unfortunate that we will be that first opponent. They expect close to a sellout crowd here tonight. Ideal situation for a good high school football game. Before we come back with a look at the starting lineup, I do want to again remind you that South Union Township Sports Network coverage is always being brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rock Coble, and Tom Frankhauser, Telecom Cable Communication Systems under the direction of Regional Manager Mr. Craig Tomczyk, and CUTV and our main man there, Mr. J.R. Wheeler. I'm John Kazarick with Jerry Dupay. We step away for a few minutes. We'll step right back and take a look at the starting lineups after this. Little Falcon squad, as we told you, 1-2 overall, 1-0 in conference play, 6-4 last year. Lost in the opening round of the playoffs to Penn Hills. They defeated LH last year 43-0. Head coach Dan Spanish in his 26th year with this program, and he has with him many of the same coaches that he has had since his first day here from Newcastle. Starting in the middle, Jay Fox, number 52, a 6'1", 280-pound junior, with William Ricks and Matt Hickson at the guards. Ricks is 6'3", 295, a senior. Hickson is 6'4", 255, a senior. Mike Schallenberg, he's the big guy. He's 6'6", 295, a senior, number 70. Schallenberger getting an awful lot of attention this year, Division I. John Malnick's another big guy, number 78, 6'4", 260, a senior. There's a very big, strong offensive line. The tight end, Alan Harrison, number 85, 6', 210, a senior. If they go to two tights, it'll be Adam McQuaid, 6'6", 185-pound junior. He's number 87. They go to the wideouts. It's Drew Joseph, number 43. He's 5'6", 150, a junior. 14 catches on the year for more than 300 yards. The other wideout is number 89, Eric Kuzier, 6'3", 215. He is a senior. In their three-back set, when they go full house, it'll be Dave Hall, a 5'9", 180-pound senior, number 47, and Matt Humes, number 44, 6', 190-pound senior. They're the inside guys. Mr. Outside is Marcus Furman, number 23, 5'9", 165. He's a junior. Close to 400 yards rushing in 3 games. Starting quarterback tonight, getting his first start, Todd Bell, number 14, 6'2", 178. He's a senior. He'll replace the injured Keith Shearer, a junior who threw for 410 yards in their first 3 ball games. Is out with a shoulder problem. The backup is Johnny Ferrens, a 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. We'll be back, set the lineup for LH, and then wrap it up on our pregame show right after this.
At the Kazmarski Funeral Home, service is more than just a sometime thing. Owned and operated by Stephen E.
Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who come in off of that big 1914 win last week over Latrobe. 59-yard touchdown pass in the latter stages from backup quarterback Justin Gietep. Threw a strike to Jawan Davis, and LH went on to win it by the count of 19-14. Jack Beener, with his 10th year here, 11 Letterman back, and hoping for a good effort here tonight against a very good Connellsville ball club. In the middle tonight, Frank Francis, number 58, a 5'11", 225-pound junior. David Brom, number 75, 6'2", 265 senior, and Ryan Segman, a 6'2", 270-pound junior. They are the offensive guards. Paul Shipley, still a little slow coming back from a concussion, will spot action here tonight. He's 6'1", 250. He's a junior. The tackles, Chris Saunders, number 71, the quick tackle at 6'5", 245, and Mike Grimm, 6'3", 285, the strong tackle. He's number 79. Both are seniors. Chris Morris, a 245-pound junior. Ryan Mahoney, a 275-pound senior, back them up. Your tight end is Joey Price, number 80. He's 6'5", 210. He is a senior. At the wideouts, it'll be Jawan Davis, number 30, 6', 160. He's a senior. Justin Gietep out there also, number 11, 6'3", 180, a senior. Also look for Garrett Brain, number 19. He's 5'11", 145, and a sophomore. Your H-back will be number 10, Nathan Force. He's 6'4", 180, just a sophomore, backed up by Chaz Pinkney, also a sophomore, at 5'10", 190. Your running backs, look for Travis Matthews, number 28, and Nick Lyon, number 22, a couple of 5'9", 165-pound seniors to see the action there. Travis to get, I would think, most of the carries here tonight. You also might see Brian Florkovich in that set somewhere as a wideout. Your quarterback starting tonight, Danny Bosnick, a 6'8", 215-pound senior, and he will get the nod there tonight, backed up again, as we said, by Justin Gietep, a 6'3", 180-pound senior. We have come to the end of our pregame show. At this point, we've got ideal playing conditions, a threat of rain in the air, and it looks like the weather coming to our left, which would be, I believe, from the southwest. So hopefully we'll keep this good weather here tonight, keep the rain away, and get this one in without any weather difficulties. I'm John Kazarick with Jerry Dupay. We'll be back with the opening toss, the coin toss, and the opening kickoff coming up right after this. It's high school football time this evening live from Connellsville Falcons Stadium, the home of the Connellsville Falcons. It's WPIL Quad South action. The Connellsville Falcons take on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Hi again, everyone. 4Q99 and for 1340 AM. I'm John Kazarick along with Jim Kenny as we get ready for tonight's ball game. We have had a 20 to 25 minute rain delay, weather-related rather, threat of lightning, but we are finally ready to go. LH has won the toss. They have elected to receive. Will defend the goal to our left, which is the north goal. The south goal will be defended by the Connellsville area Falcons. Also want to remind everyone that this ball game will be seen in its entirety via tape delay Sunday night. South Union Township Sports Network coverage begins at 6:05 on CUTV on the Helicon cable system, channel 62. Jerry Dupay over here to my left filming the action, and as always, we will be filming the Laurel Highlands Mustangs throughout the year. Jim, kind of tough to get these two ball clubs loose and ready, and then they got to go back inside, rest, and get loosened up again.
Well, John, I'll tell you what, it's going to show here in the first quarter for the first few minutes, and we're going to see, because I noticed neither one of them have got a big chance to stretch out and everything, so we're going to see some slowness here at the beginning of this game.
We're ready to roll. LH in the white with the dark numerals, the red helmets and red trim will be to our left. Going center deep will be Juwan Davis. Up in front of him, Lyon and Russell. And we are set to go. The Falcons in their traditional blue and white. And I tell you, they bring a mean, nasty streak with them. There's no question about it. Teeing it up will be number 36, Nathan Rowan. And he tees it on the hash mark to the right side. Trying to set on the wings for LH out there. Number 14, Justin Bullish. Number 56 on the corner, that's Jerry Powell. Number 17 is Keith Downs. And we've got number 88 up front also. That, I believe, is Krause. And number 12, Lucas Boda. So we're ready to roll. We await the whistle, the tee at the 40-yard line. And after just about a half-hour delay, we're underway. The run-up, and we are underway. Very high, very, very short. Going to be taken by one of the up men. Coming with it is Line. He's across the 25, and that's as far as he gets. He is swarmed under. And as they untangle down at the bottom of the pile, Antonio Thomas. And also there for Connellsville, number 47, David Hall. So first down and 10 now. LH will put it in play at the 26-yard line. The ball is on the hash mark to the left. You've got sideline left, open field to the right. Out over the football now comes Frank Francis. Wide to the right side goes Gietep. Davis goes wide left. You got a two-back set. Nathan Force is the near back in the eye. First time we've seen this formation. Right side, Matthews with the corner, turns up 30. He's outside 35. He's at the 39-yard line, and he's got 13 yards, and he has got a Mustang first down. So the first play of the game, and that's 13 yards for Matthews. Gets it out from the 26 out to the 39. Spot it down at the 39. I think it was Furman. Up from the secondary along with Todd Bell. So to be at the 39-yard line, first down and 10. Again, LH with that I formation set. Pinkney is the near back in the I. Bosnick, second back again. Matthews, big hole, 40. Dips the outside, 45. He's at the 50-yard line. He's got 11, and he's got a first down. Up to make the stop for Connellsville comes number 89 from the secondary, Eric Kuzier. So a gain of 11 on the play, and LH in two plays moves for 2 first downs, and they move it out exactly to midfield. Sideline to the right now. Open field left. Short side receivers Juwan Davis. To the wide side, Gietep. I formation. We've seen it now 3 straight plays. A handoff left side. Travis Matthews. This time he's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Stacked up right at midfield. Matthews on the carry. At the bottom of the pile, making the hit was Alan Harrison, number 85. So no gain. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage is midfield. 11 minutes, even to go, opening quarter, no score. Sideline to the right, short side receiver is Justin Gietep. Wide to the left side, splits Jawan Davis. This time they go to slot right. Motion now from Pinckney. Bosnick, sprint out, right side. There's a hole, cracking up for 6 yards. Goes number 28, Travis Matthews. He is stopped inside by number 78, John Malnix, and number 47, David Hall. So a gain of 6. Looking at 3rd down and 4 now. No score as we play to the 10:30 mark of the opening quarter. Ball is on the hash mark to the right side. So you've got sideline to the right, open field to the left side. 4 carries we've got right now, and exactly 30 yards for Matthews. LH has picked up 2 first downs. Slot right, motion now from Nathan Force. Long count. They got to watch the delay. Bosnick straight back, looking, reloads, now steps up, going to fire downfield, just throws it away. Pressure coming that time from number 37, or 32 rather, in there to make the play. Jimmy Hughes, the outside linebacker. So LH, after a couple of impressive first downs, going to have to give it up on downs. And Lyon will do the punting. Furman stands at about the 15-yard line. Here's the snap. It's a good one. Pressure's coming. Gets it away. Driving spiral. This ball will hit. Take a bounce to the 10 and 9 and maybe the 8-yard line. Coverage downfield by Laurel Highlands in the form of number 32, Florkovich. Brian down there to cover it. Good punt that time. So it'll be at the 8-yard line. 1st down and 10. Falcons, more of a throwing team this year than we have seen over the last, well, let's say 26 years with Dan Spanish. He likes to keep it between the tackles, and with the exception of the 1 year when they won the WPIL with Jason Baird. And that year they did open it up by design in a couple of big touchdown passes at Three Rivers against Upper St. Clair. So Jay Fox leads them out. Todd Bell, your quarterback. The near back set is Humes, and dotting the I is Furman. Handoff left side, Furman cuts back. He may be gone. 20. He's to the 30. He's gone. 40. 30. 20. 10, and there's your touchdown. 92 yards on the first play of the ball game. Marcus Furman takes it 92 yards at the 9:36 mark. 9:36 of the first quarter. Furman with a little cutback, and he goes 92 yards for the score. A one-play drive. I tell you, in to attempt the PAT will be Nathan Rowan. Wow, just like that, a cutback. He was into the secondary, had one man to beat, and he had the angle on DTAP and just drew away for the touchdown. So make it 6-0, the PAT up and coming. The spot, the set, plenty of leg, and it is up. It is good. So at the 9:36 mark, Connellsville strikes with lightning. 7-0 your score. Connellsville on top. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff following this 60-second timeout. Nathan Rowan will tee it up again. And again, it's Jawan Davis center deep. Russell up in front of him. Lyon up in front of him. Staying about at the 15. 7-0 Falcons. Here's the run-up. And hits it high and hits it very short. This will be fielded by Thomas at the 20, 25, looking to the outside, 30, and to the 33-yard line, where he is driven out of bounds. Over there making the stop is Eddie Jacobs, a 5'9", 150-pound junior. And LH will have it. 1st down and 10. Put it down at the 30. So LH has it. 1st down and 10. At the 30-yard line, LH breaks. Out over the ball they come. This time from the I again. Bosnick, I formation set. Second back is Travis, and he is cut down. Defensive play there by linebacker David Hall. So after 3 carries and picking up 30, the last couple of carries, no gain. So Matthews stopped by Hall right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Clock running at the 9-minute mark. Out over the football comes Frank Francis. Getep splits out wide to the right. He'll draw single coverage out here. Left side, deep handoff right side. Some running room this time for Travis. He's to the 35, 40, and rolls his way up to the 48-yard line. Gain of about 17 on the play. Matthews picks up 17 more and has LH's third first down. He's got 6 carries in there now for 47. Furman up in the secondary to make the stop. I tell you, they're running to the right side, and so far, a nice job there by Saunders and David Braun. See if they stay, works, keep going that way, and they go to the left side this time. Travis is not going to be getting anywhere. Number 47 again, David Hall, making the stop along with Kuzer. So a gain of maybe a yard. Second down, we'll call it 10. Just shy of the 48-yard line. 8:10 to go. It's at the 47. Second down and 10. Out over the football now comes Frank Francis. Here's a handoff right side. Hitting up in there for a couple again is Travis Matthews. And as they untangle, there to make the stop for Connellsville was number 49, Klausner, and looked to be number 85 on the hit also, Alan Harrison. Gain of about 3. Kuzer from the secondary also. Matthews with 8 carries, I believe, already. Third down. LH at the 49. Bosnick back. Look out. Blitz coming right side. Fires upfield. Has his man shy of the first down. Maltese will be very, very close. Getep with the grab. Kuzer immediately drove him out of bounds with help from Todd Bell. This is going to be very, very close. So Bosnick on the little rollout right side. And let's see what they got. They gave him the first down. Game now. Okay, one official indicated first down. And now what are we going to get? We're going to get a measurement. So they're going to bring the chains in from the far side. It's going to be very, very close. They indicated initially, I think, first down, and then we got a call from the official. I'll tell you right now, if I'm Jack Beener, fourth down, even if they don't get it, I think you go for it right here. You're at the 43-yard line. Pass completion out here to Getep. They stretch the chains, and just inches shy. Fourth down and literally inches. So let's see, what do you do here? 6'8" Bosnick is in there. Do you sneak it with him? You've had success running to the right side with Travis. I tell you, take a lot of guts right here to fake a dive, drop back and throw. But I think Jack Bosnick can audibilize here. If he comes out and sees a set that he likes and sneaks with it, he'll tap his center and go either right or left with it. So here we go, digging in on that defensive line. Number 79, Big William Ricks. And I'm going to tell you right now, he's close to lining up offside. He's very close to being in that neutral zone. I'm telling you, watch the flag. And the quarterback sneak up ahead. I don't know. He got it. If you go with the line judge here, he's got the first down because he's moving to the 42-yard line. And he spots the foot there a good yard beyond. So LH should have their their fifth first down. Bosnick picks up about 2 on the play. So it's first down at the 42-yard line. 7:11 to go. LH has had nice success running to that right side. Price is over there now as the tight end. They shift tackles. Grimm is to the right side. Saunders to the left side. From the shotgun, little draw up inside. Matthews appear to have some running room. Ricks made the hit and then threw him forward for a couple of more, so it turns into a 4-yard gain. So Matthews having a very, very big first half here, big first quarter at the 6:40 mark. Still a 7-0 Connellsville lead, 2nd and 6. Connellsville got that touchdown, a one-play, 92-yard lightning bolt. 7-0 ball game, Connellsville, as we hit the 6:30 mark. Francis leads them out. Davis to the right. Getep behind him, set to the left side. A yard back. He's the split receiver left. Matthews cuts up inside. Running room ahead. Picking up about 4. And he is stopped by Kuzier up from the secondary. So a gain on the play, again, of about 4. So we're looking now at third and 3. Here comes a light sprinkle right now, and the weather gear becomes part of the crowd right now. Umbrellas, I don't know if they allow them here. I don't believe so. They've got the rain slicks going on. So here we go, 3rd down and 3 at the 35-yard line. I set on a long count. Bosnick barks out the signals, hands off Matthews, slips one tackle, but he's going to be drilled by number 32, Jimmy Hughes. So looking at 4th down and 5 now, loss of about 2. Loss of 2. John Malnix, Waylon Livingood, indicated to be the starting tackles along with Ricks, and that's who's in there right now. They play basically a 3-man front and drop off the 2 ends. They can go into pass coverage. So trailing 7-0, LH is going to go for it. At the 37, they need it to the 32-yard line. Bosnick looking at 4th and 5. Straight back, fires out here as Jawan Davis, a little juke. He's to the 30, he may go. He's to the 20. Furman in pursuit, he's to the 10, he's to the 5, he's in for the touchdown. Jawan Davis on a little quick throwback, cut into the secondary and outraced Furman for a 37-yard strike in LH. At the 4:46 mark, it makes it a 7-6 ball game, 37-yard strike. Very impressive drive by LH. They took it 70 yards. And the PAT coming at the 4:46 mark. Charlie Cale to attempt to tie it. It is up, and it is good. So at the 4:46 mark, we are tied at 7. I'm John Kazarek for Q99 and 1340. We'll be back with a kickoff following this 60-second timeout. Laurel Highlands has shown the ability to move the ball here tonight against Connellsville.
And they're bringing it off that right side, John, and they're having a lot of success with it. Now we have to see if Connellsville can do the same because we haven't seen nothing but a run back on that first play.
I'll tell you, 1-play drive, 92 yards, a lightning bolt for the touchdown. So Cale tees it up, and Furman is back center deep, and that might be Joseph to the near side. They're going to kick it short. Ball bounding, and we fielded by one of the upbacks, and taking it there comes Hughes. He's out near the 38-yard line before he is stopped. Russell is there. Thomas is there. Pinckney is there. And at the bottom of the pile as they untangle, number 17, Keith Downs. I want to say hi to his mom. Deborah Downs, saw her earlier today down in the Uniontown area. We were talking about tonight's ball game. So a nice tackle by Keith Downs. 1st down and 10. Connellsville's got it. Let's see if LH has a little more success. 1st down and 10. Out over the football comes Todd Bell. I set. They're going to pitch it to Furman. Furman turns it up inside, and this time Dice is there to cut him down after about a 2-yard gain. Furman on the carry gets 2. Dice, number 24, led the charge for LH. Billy, junior linebacker. So right there, Joseph, with 3 yards and 2 carries, has 95 yards at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line we'll call it. Tied at 7, 4:10 to go. Under center. Handoff goes inside again. Here comes Furman. He's free. He's at the 50. He's to the 40 and down at the 41-yard line. Stopped there by Russell and stopped there by Getep. Gain on the play of just about 16 yards. Falcons pick up their second 1st down. So give Furman a 16-yard pickup. As we hit the 3:53 mark, it's at the 41-yard line. Out over the football now comes Todd Bell. Jay Fox is the center. Motion from Furman. Here's that little inside reverse to the left side. Got a block, and he's hit down from behind and drags carriers with him. I think that's Russell, number 46, who was there to make the stop after a 3-yard gain. Give him 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6. Into the lineup. Connellsville comes number 85, Harrison. Second down and 7, tied at 7, second and 6. Kuzer goes out wide to the right side. They've got an I formation set. Nat Humes is the near back in the I. They're going to sprint out. Handoff goes to Humes up the middle, and he is racked by Russell shy of the first down. Also there for LH, Ben Persglove, number 73, and Cranack up from the secondary. Look at it, third down and about a yard and a half as we hit the 2:54 mark. Clock is running. Third down and a yard and a half to go. Got sideline and wide side to both sides. Kuzer checks out of the lineup. In there for Connellsville, Alan Harrison, number 85. So looking at third down, and we'll call it 2. Bobby Neverdale is your nose tackle. Price, Force, the defensive ends. Powell and Persglove. Now we might have a delay. And boy, that'll set Dan Spanish off. I'm telling you right now, Dan is such an organizer, such a student of detail, that those kind of penalties he just cannot tolerate. So it's third down now and 7. That's a big play right there. Now LH has to take advantage. Back into that lineup comes Adam McQuaid. The sideline goes number 85, Harrison. So looking at third down and about 7 from the 38. Back to throw. Pressure going to come from the right side, left side, and down he goes. Nathan Force and Joey Price. The bookends combined to make the sack. And that is a huge loss of about 13 yards. Let's see. Somewhere around 13 or 14. So it brings up 4th and a bundle. LH will get the ball back and in to do the punting for Connellsville. Number 20, Smith. And LH is way back deep. There's the rush. Kick is high and short. This is angled to the sideline and takes a Falcon bounce. Oh, great bounce. And it's touched down at the 15-yard line. So a fine punt. And LH will take possession. Let's put it at the 16, first down and 10. So LH with the football. And at the 138 mark, we are tied at 7. Bosnick checks to the sideline. He'll check in. Jawan Davis will be out there along with DTEP. And they both made some clutch receptions on that last drive. Bosnick now 2 of 3 for 42 yards and a touchdown. LH with it. Put this one down at the 16-yard line. First down and 10. LH tied at 7. Long count by Bosnick. Motion coming from DTEP. Got to get this one going, guys. Little inside scissors. He's got DTEP. He's to the 15. Looking for the corner. Out to the 20, and he may have the 22-yard line before he is stopped. Kuzer coming up from the secondary with help from number 20, Anthony Smith. DTEP on the carry. And let's give him 5 yards. So DTEP carries it for 5. Down to a minute 14 to go. We're tied at 7. DTEP wide to the left side. Davis to the short side. Offset I. Nathan Force is the near back. Going to sprint left side. Handoff goes here to Matthews, and he's just tripped up. And a great play by the linebacker, David Hall. Otherwise, he had first down yardage. Hall just had enough to cut him down after maybe a yard gain. But if he steps out of that tackle, I'm going to tell you right now, he has first down yardage. Third down now and about 4. At the 42-second mark, if this is a running play, could well be the final play of the quarter. Segment is your guard now to the right side. David Brom, the guard to the left side. Saunders is your tackle to the left. The tackle right is Grimm. Back, throwing, firing. He's got Jawan. Look out. He's at the 40. He may go. 50. One man defeated Furman. He angles back. He's to the 20, to the 16-yard line, and cut down by Marcus Furman. Jawan Davis with the catch. And this one goes from the 23-yard line all the way down to the 17. So we're looking at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, just about 60 yards. 60 yards on the play, and LH picks up the first down. Bosnick completing it out here to Jawan Davis. LH has it now at the 18-yard line. First down and 10. Bosnick right on the money. Right side again, Davis has a hole. Saunders out in front of him. Throws the block on the halfback. Up and coming was Furman, making the hit along with Jimmy Hughes. And there's the quarter. We're tied at 7. LH and Connellsville in a real dogfight on John Kazarick for Q99. Hanford 1340. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The Cherry Tree Cafe, located at 383 McClellantown Road here in Uniontown, is proud to sponsor tonight's South Union Township Sports Network Youth Athletic event. Owners Herb and Barb Garbett invite you to stop by and enjoy the area's finest dining at affordable prices. We open at 7 o'clock a.m. daily, serving an outstanding breakfast menu, including our delicious and bountiful Big Breakfast Special. We offer nightly dinner specials at featured prices, such as chicken and biscuits, lasagna, cabbage rolls, and all-you-can-eat spaghetti. Always available are our delicious homemade soups and salads, and a very extensive and delicious sandwich selection. So come on out tonight, or any night, and enjoy the friendly atmosphere, friendly service, great prices, and of course our delicious home-cooked menu, all at the Cherry Tree Cafe. For more information, please call 439-4322.
A couple yards by Matthews. He was in behind the lead block of number 29, Pinkney. Paul was there, and Ricks on the stop. So spot it down after a gain of 1. We'll give him 1 and call it 3rd down and 5. Definitely in 4-down territory. And LH may want a timeout. No, I saw DTEP motioning, but they were just setting the play. So sideline to the left, wide side to the right side. Bosnick is under center. On 3rd down and about 5, Bosnick straight back. He has some running room. Now fires into the middle, complete to Davis. Did he get a touchdown? Yes. Leading into the end zone, Jawan Davis, with his second grab of the night, takes this one from 14 yards out, and LH, would you believe it, is on top. Great throw by Bosnick. He gunned it right there. He's got 2 TDs, Jawan Davis, with the touchdown. So Arnie hang loose. We're going to break for 30 right after this PAT. Charlie Cale to attempt it. LH on top. As Casey Stingle would say, who would have thunk it? The kick is up, and it is right through the middle. LH on top, 14-7 at the 11-13 mark. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
14's on here.
He won an 83-yard scoring drive, 14-yard pass to Davis for the touchdown. The key play was a 58-yard pass to Davis that got him into scoring position. So Davis with 3 catches on the night, 37, 60, and 14. LH on top now by the count of 14-7 at the 11-13 mark. Do not kick it deep. Keep it out of the hands of Furman. I would just squib it. Far side is Joseph, near side is Furman. I just cooched this thing down there, and he does. It's on the ground, bounding around the 30. Loose ball. It's on the ground, still loose. I think Connellsville got on it at the 28-yard line. And let's see, one of the up men got on it. It was Hall. Boy, he's been all over this field tonight, Jim Kenny. He's been a stick out here tonight.
I'll tell you what, he's been turning on tonight. It's amazing. He's been putting in all season long this time, John, and providing a lot of coverage and a lot of offense for the Falcons.
I'll tell you, he was Johnny on the spot there. On that thing, that is a free ball, my friend. And out over the football now comes Jay Fox, the 6'1", 280-pound junior center. Todd Bell under center. And he is going to roll out. He had him open. DTEP got back very, very nicely. Wow, number 87 broke free. And down the sideline, that was Adam McQuaid, excuse me. Bell's pass incomplete. That is his first attempt. I tell you, DTEP got back and almost had an interception. So it is at the 26-yard line. Time remaining, 11:02. LH on top, 14-7. Jay Fox leads him out. Joseph out here to the short side. Draw handoff, Marcus Firmus, look out. He hits his own man, breaks through, and he got a flag coming in. There to make the play was Pursglove. Ben Pursglove makes the hit. It's going to be 3rd and about 5. But you look for a hold, I think, from where the flag was thrown and who threw it. Let's see the call, unless it's a face mask. It is a face mask. That's critical. This will give Connellsville first down. Their third. So that, my friends, is a 15-yard mark-off. Would have been 3rd and 5. As it is now, it's 1st and 10 all the way up to the 46-yard line. 10:54 to go. The clock will start. This is a very big defensive series for LH. They have shown that they can move the ball here tonight through the air and on the ground. Bell has a mountain set. Sprint out left side. Furman, big hole. Furman ahead, and there's a flag coming in. Bosnick and Neverdale make the stop. Number 59, Bobby Neverdale. Now let's see the call. This one I would think thrown by the umpire in the area where you might expect to get holding, and there is Bosnick. There it is. There's the call. Holding Connellsville. Markoff will come about from midfield. Jim, very key series defensively for LH here.
They got to set the pace right here. They've been running that ball fine off the right side of the thing. If LH can hold it, they can set the tempo for the rest of this first half.
Move it back 10 and move it to the 42-yard line. 10-yard mark from the spot. So the penalty occurred at the 48. It's back to the 42, and the clock turning at the 10:30 mark. LH leads at 14-7. Looking at first down now, and let's call it 16. Sprint out, up the near back end. Good tackle by Cranack as he is right there on Nat Humes. Matt Humes ahead. The number 20, Cranack, with a nice one-on-one tackle. Russell with an assist. But I'll tell you, it was Cranack up from the secondary, number 20, who really stuck him. Gain of about, let's call it 4. Humes with the carry. Time remaining now under 10, 9:58. And counting. Out over the football they come. Fox. Humes straight up inside. Running room, and he's going to get close to first down yardage. About 4 or 5 shy, as again Cranack is there. Force is there. And also Powell along with Russell. So a gain on the play of about 6 or 7. So 3rd down and 4. This is a very, very key down right here. Good hard running by Humes. He's the inside runner. He and Hall. Mr. Outside, of course, Marcus Furman, who is right around 500 yards total for the year, I would think. 3rd down. Sprint out left side. Big hole, and ahead for the first down goes Chris Myden. Chris Myden on the carry. He's got the first down. Wow. Bosnick on the stop. And a big first down for the Falcons. They have picked up 5 first downs, and a tackle again by Cranack and Bosnick at the 8:58 mark. 14-7. Connellsville at the 42-yard line. I'll tell you, Furman on the sideline. And they've got Chris Myden, number 31. The handoff goes up inside, and here comes Humes. Big hole, and he's got close to the first down. Bosnick on the stop. That offensive line now just ripping some holes in there. Humes on the carry. Picks up 9. Bosnick on the stop. And also in there right now, you've got number 31, Myden. I don't know if... do not know if Furman is shaken up, but he has not been on this series. Joseph goes wide to the left side. And out here to the right side comes McQuaid. Hand off, and there's that senior backup tailback for the first down. Bobby Neverdale, Powell on the stop. And a first down pickup. Picks up 5 more. Myden. Another Falcon first down. Dice also on the stop. Try and set that defense for you. Out here on the corners, you've got number 22, Nick Line, number 11, Getep. Bosnick will be back deep for LH along with Cranack. Russell and Dice, the inside backers. Force and Price, the ends. Neverdale will be your nose tackle. Purse, Glove, and Powell. That's your 11. Pitch left side. Hayden coming through, breaks one tackle, and I tell you, dropped the ball, but it's down. Getep is on it for LH. And also Nathan Force. And gain of a couple. And Marcus Furman will check in. Second down and about 8. Time remaining, 7:17. It is at the 26-yard line. 4-down territory, no question about it. McQuaid goes out here wide to the left side. Connellsville looking for that tying score. And they're going to hand it off. Big hole, Furman. He may go. He steps inside. He steps outside. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's got a Connellsville touchdown. 26-yard run by Furman. This comes at the 6:59 mark of the second quarter. All on the ground, and that drive covered about 68 yards. PAT up and coming. It'll be on the tee. It is blocked. Nathan Force knifes through and blocks it. Number 10 blocked it for LH. So 14-13, 6:59 to go. John Kazarick along with Jim Kenny for Q99 and 13:40. We'll be back with the kickoff following this 60-second timeout. On the run-up, Nathan Rowan approaches it, hits it high, hits it short, just going to hit on the ground. Get on it, LH. Here's picked up by Jawan, and he is to the 40-yard line. So a good return by Davis. And LH has excellent field position at the 6:53 mark. Let's set it down at the 40-yard line. LH has it first down and 10. Early score in the Uniontown game, 14-0 first quarter, Mount Lebanon. Hash mark to the left. Wide side right. Bosnick under center. Slot left. Motion now from Force. He sets up, goes back. He'll sprint out right side. Here comes Matthews breaking through. He's got 5. He's got 10 yards. He has got a first down or close to it. Coming up from the secondary is Anthony Smith. Gain of 10 and another first down. Well, I tell you, Matthews with 60 yards in the first quarter on 13 carries. He's approaching 80 yards, I would think. Out over the football now comes Frank Francis. Boy, you got to credit that offensive line. Francis, Brom, Segment, Grimm, and Saunders. There's the trap block left side. Matthews for the corner, and just could not quite outrun Hall. Gain of a yard. Smith again coming up. Gain of 2. I'll tell you, just very close to getting out there. Into that lineup and out of that lineup for LH comes Todd Richards, number 23. LH right now has Ryan Mahoney in there, one of the tackles, along with Grimm. They're going to run some people in, try and keep people nice and fresh. Here's a handoff again. Travis. This time he is cut down by Furman, who was blitzing. Gain of 1. Furman coming untouched. Makes the play. 5:44 to go. Third down now. And 7. We are LH rather leading at 14-13. Number 58, Frankie Francis leads him out. Grimm is out there. Joey Price, the tight end. Jawan splits wide to the right side. On third down, a one-back set. Look for Connellsville to put pressure. They do. He fires into the hands of Jawan. He had the first down. Maybe more. Just could not quite hang on. He taps himself on a helmet as he comes out of there. I'll tell you, Bosnick looking very, very, very sharp here tonight. 4th down and 7. That was a first down if we could have kept the drive going. In to do the punting. There's the snap. Lyon hits a good one. Back towards Furman. Fair catch at the 21-yard line. So first down and 10 at the 21. Connellsville will take over. This is a very big series for both ball clubs. Connellsville wants to go into that locker room ahead. LH wants to hang on to that 1-point lead. Approximately 80 yards away. And Powell and Neverdale and Purse Glove are in there right now. defensive set. Bobby Neverdale, 59. Purse Club, 73. 56 is Powell. Price and Force, the defensive ends on first down and 10 at the 22-yard line. Joseph goes wide to the left side. McQuaid is deep left, handoff goes to Furman, breaks one tackle, steps to the outside and is pinned down after he slips. Bosnick made the hit, but actually Furman went to the ground after a cut. Gain of about 6. Furman now well over 100, approaching 120 yards. Got him with 119 just about. Checking out of that lineup for Connellsville goes Drew Joseph.
Ferns is quarterback.
Okay, we got a new quarterback in. Johnny Ferns, number 15, the sophomore, replaces Todd Bell. So a little change up. The handoff goes inside. Humes breaks a tackle, and Lyons will get him, but not before he's got the first down. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. I'll tell you, that offensive line for Connellsville is just so overpowering. Fox at 280, Ricks at 295, Hickson at 255, Schallenberger at 295, and Malnick at 260. Wow. Neverdale makes the stop, but Humes picked up 7. Let's put it down at the 33-yard line. Time yet not a factor at 4:15, and Connellsville's got all of their timeouts. I don't know what you do right here. You know they're going to run. They've got the sophomore Ferens in there. And it goes to Furman. He's got a hole. He steps out. Bosnick's tackle. And actually Bosnick made the hit and did pin him down. A gain of about 6.
Number 23, Marcus Furman carries off the left side for a gain of 6 yards.
6 yards on the play. LH leads it by the count of 14-13 at the 3:45 mark. John Kazaric along with Jim Kenny. And over to my left, my cameraman, my brother-in-law and good friend Jerry Dupay for South Union Township Sports filming and doing his usual outstanding job. This game will be seen Sunday night at 6:05 on 62. Handoff, big hole. Furman hits up inside. It closes in a hurry, though. Neverdale makes the stop. Price is there also. So a short gain of 2. Key down now, 3rd and 2. Humes on the carry, got 2. To the sideline now for Connellsville goes number 42, Brian Rich. And Connellsville wants and gets a timeout. There's timeout on the field. We're going to take a break. Your score at the 3-minute mark, Connellsville trails LH. It's LH 14, Connellsville 13. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Key down right now, 3rd and about 2. Connellsville, what do we got? We have a lightning bolt, guys?
Yeah, we had a big shot of lightning.
Now let's see what the officials decide right here. We had a, where did it, to the left, real big? I didn't see it, guys, so let's see what they do. Okay, they're going to go with it. 3rd and 2. Key down right here, and the sophomore Ferens is in at quarterback. Humes and Furman. Handoff goes up inside, and he's got the first down.
24 is the stop.
Dice on the stop. Humes picks up about 4. I'll tell you, they're running up some rushing yardage. They're going to be close to 200 yards on the ground. Through the air, I think Connellsville's attempted just 1. 250 on a running clock. Thunder now, guys?
Yep. You got it.
We got thunder. We've got lightning. And I'll tell you, we've got a little bit of thunder and lightning on his field tonight in the form of Furman, in the form of Juwan Davis and Bosnick. Pitch left side. Are they going to throw? Oh, he's all alone. It's out there, and Joseph with the catch, and he's got a touchdown. Marcus Furman with the halfback pass, and they go 55 yards. LH bit on the pitch. It was from Furman, and they're going to go for 2, I'm sure. The time, 2:24 of the second quarter. It fluttered out there, but he was so wide open it didn't matter. We had some gentlemen here talking earlier about some hunting, and I tell you, that was a duck, but he got it there. And it was a great catch by Joseph. Sometimes, Jim Kenny, the toughest catch to make is when you're that wide open.
I'll tell you what, you sit there and you start wondering what's going to happen to it. At least he was conscious to keep the concentration on catching and then running.
He was so wide open. He had 20 yards. And by the time Furman unloaded it, he had to come back a bit for it. And on the play, Bosnick almost got to him. LH bit. When you got a runner like Furman, I'll tell you, I got to credit Dan Spanish with a great call right there. That's the kind of call that changes the whole ball game around. And now they take the lead by the count of 19-14, a 5-point lead. Call timeout. They want to go for 2. I want to remind you that Arnie Amber with Oldies Unlimited comes up after tonight's ball game, 26 years, and it will be just on the FM side. So leave it where it is. It's going to be an abbreviated show because of the delay here that we had of at least a half an hour because of weather problems. So first down, from the 3-yard line, they'll go for the 2. They'll go for 2. And Ferens is out. Okay, no, they got Todd Bell in there now. And offset. They're going to throw. Fire. It's good. A tackle. Was that 83? 93 on the catch. A great throw to Brandon Shea for 2. So Connellsville reclaims the lead of 21-14. We'll be back with the kickoff following this 30-second timeout. Lee, along with Lyon, Russell, Thomas, number 21 Keith Fry, and Russell in the middle. Powell and Bolish. 17 downs and 12 up there, Boda. The kick is down the middle. Jawan will get it at the 15, running to his left, the 20, has a hole. He's at the 25 and almost had his head torn off as he crosses the 37-yard line. I think the hit was made by Hall. So first down and 10, LH at the 37 with 2:18 to go. What do you do right here? You get a little conservative and just try and pick up some yardage on the ground, or do you air it out and try and get the lead back? Let's see. Davis goes wide right. He'll draw man coverage. Twins to the left side, and Bosnick is out and set. A one-back formation. He's back. He's looking to hook and go. He's going to fire. Davis coming open. He's got it and out of bounds. Oh. At the 25-yard line. Bell with the coverage. Great catch by Jawan, but out of bounds. Little stop and go. We got Bosnick now 4 of 8 on the night. Second down now and 10. Question remains right now, do you want to give the ball back to Connellsville? With 2:09 to go, the way they can move the ball on the ground, they have a hurry-up offense. It's ground-oriented. Price, wide right. Connellsville leads by 7. Outside again to Davis. He's got the 40. He's got the 45-yard line. It'll be 3 yards shy of the first down. Making the hit was Hughes, the outside linebacker, number 32, and Furman. 8-yard pickup. Jawan now with an 8-yard pickup. See if they come now. This left side are going to fire again. They've got Davis again. He has got the first down to midfield, and he is hit. Gain of 4 on the play. Spotted right at the 50, and LH are going to take timeout. Great catch by Jawan. And LH takes the timeout. They've got, unofficially, I've got them with 8 first down. Timeout on the field, Arnie Amber. We're going to break for 30 seconds. I'm John Kazarek with Jim Kenny. We have got a minute 38 to go until halftime, and it's Connellsville 21 and LH 14. Some of the stations in the area, we have a lightning-oriented delay up at Hempfield. Hempfield's ball game in a delay because of those threat of lightning. First down and 10 right at midfield. LH has at least 1 timeout left. Out over the ball they come. First down at midfield. Bosnick. No back set now. He's going to fire it straight back here. This is a lateral. And it goes out to Matthews, and he is stopped by Johnny Hall. Actually, that does not go as passing yardage, giving a couple of yards rushing, because that went behind the line of scrimmage. So behind the play, rather, that was a backward pass, effectively a lateral, and a 2-yard gain. Got out of bounds at the 48. Second down. Bosnick trailing by 7. Going to fire deep again. Furman is back here with Davis. There's a contact. And a flag coming. Furman on the coverage. Back there along with Bell. And we've got contact. This might be 15 yards. Let's see the call. So this will give LH a first down if. Let's see. There it is. Defensive pass interference from the 48. And mark it down to the 34, 33-yard line and a first down. So LH now in scoring position. They're at the 33 with 1:26 to go and at least one timeout. Really an opportunity here, maybe on first down. The clock has stopped. They've had great success running from that 2-back set. And let's see what they do with it. They've run real well to the right side. And they're going to fire. Crossing pattern, a G-tap that went through his hands. He may have scored. I'm telling you right now, he was crossing at the 20. He had it right in full stride. And that could have been 6. Whoa. Perfect throw. I'll tell you, Bosnick, the last 2 games, not quite as sharp as we saw him in the Uniontown game, but he is razor sharp here tonight. That was timed beautifully. Second down and 10 now. Again, look at it. Fire. This one he is short of it. Third and 10. Try to get it to Gitep. Third down and 10. At the 33-yard line. I tell you, Bosnick looking outstandingly sharp here tonight. Has had 2 drops. Otherwise, he would have 8 completions, and we've got him 6 of 12 unofficially. That's very unofficial. Third down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Under a minute to go, and LH trails by 7. This time, he's going to fire. Gitep, could not quite catch up with it. He was open. Fourth down and 10 with 1:13 to go. I think you got to kick it out. Well, we'll see. It's at the 33. 4th and 10. Into the lineup comes Richards. Gitep will step out of there, and LH takes a timeout. Timeout on the field. LH trails it. Connellsville on top by 7, and that might be their final timeout. Let's look and see. No indication yet from the official. So let's take a look at the scoring plays here very quickly. Connellsville struck early after LH moved the ball in the first series of downs for a couple of first downs on the running plays. They were forced to punt, and a fine punt it was by a Lion as Nick had it down at the 8. But on first down, first offensive play, Marcus Furman bolted up the middle and then went to the outside and sprinted untouched 92 yards. PAT was good, 7-0. LH got right back in it at the 4:46 mark on the ensuing drive, a 47-yard drive, a 37-yard pass to Jawan Davis on 4th and 5, gave him the touchdown. PAT was good. LH got the lead again on an 83-yard strike. 83-yard drive, 14-yard pass to Davis, and now we're back, and we'll recap that for you at halftime. So we're looking at 4th down, LH in, a shotgun set, and back Bosnick, firing, he's got his man Gitep, and he's got the first down. Beautiful throw to the 19-yard line, and a gain of 15 yards, and a Mustang first down. D-tap. Puts LH now inside the 20. First down. About a minute to go. Minute 7. That play just took 6 seconds. Back. Rolling. He has some running room. Goes inside. Goes outside. And he's driven out of bounds. And he is at the 13-yard line. Bosnick on the carry. Let's bring it into the near side hash. Gain of 7. Kuzer on the stop. Put it down at the 13. Second down and 3. You might want to run it here. I'll tell you, you got a timeout left, and you've got a minute to go. LH trailing by 7, but threatening once again. Bosnick dropping, looking, plenty of time, all the time in the world. He can run it. He's in the 15. He got a blocker out in front. Price with the block. Touchdown, Bosnick. He went airborne. Great play by Price, who threw the block at the 5. And Bosnick for the touchdown. All right. LH right back in it at 21-20. Going to go for the PAT to tie it. Big fourth down catch that time by D-Tep. Kept this drive going. So for the tie right now will be Charlie Cale. Here's the snap. It's on the tee. And just did great. I tell you, might have grazed the paint as it went over that bar. So LH ties it at 21. 50 seconds to go. We'll be back in 60 seconds following this timeout. Tied at 21. Cale will kick it off. He's going to squib it right along the ground. Low, fielded, dropped, picked up, and Humes has got it. Coming out of there, takes it to the 42-yard line.
44.
First down and 10.
44 seconds left.
And Humes on the return to the 42-yard line. LH has got to be in a deep prevent right now with 44 seconds to go. Tied at 21.
Bell's back in his quarterback.
And let's check that set for Connellsville. Todd Bell is back in.
Jones and Furman in the backfield.
Okay, here we go with Furman dotting the I. They're going to sprint out. Oh, Furman has some running room. Cuts to the right, cuts left. What a play. I'll tell you, he made a highlight film right there out of about a 7-yard pickup. Oh, he cut right, cut left. Dice on the hit. And Price also there. I think Connellsville could be out of timeouts. 23, 22, 21 seconds to go. Now LH will send Brian Varner in right now, replacing Price. Got to get people back deep. And he's going to hand off, fake. He's going to look, throw over the middle. It is complete at the 33-yard line. And 3 seconds to go. They'll move the clock ball down and set the change. Connellsville does have a timeout left, so they use it right there. Pickup of 19 yards and another first down. Beautiful throw that time into coverage by Bell. He rifled it in. So, Jim, this has been an offensive fireworks, no question. LH last year did not score in this game and lost 41-0. Here tied at 21.
This time we're turning around, we're seeing a lot of action with Laurel Island Mustangs mixing it up with cutting off that right side. And we're also seeing the passing. Your quarterback on that last drive for a touchdown had all the time in the world. When he couldn't find no one open, he just took it down and got one good block and went airborne, as you called it, to get in for that last 6 points.
And that was their last timeout, but they can throw it deep to the end zone. Now let's see. LH has got Bosnick, Richards, all back very deep. I'll tell you, good play here. Well, they're going to send Furman to the left. They're going to send Joseph to the left, and they're going to air it out. Jay Fox looks behind and talks with Bell, makes sure they're on the same page. They got trips to the left side. LH has got 4 or 5 defenders over there. He's back, no pressure. Thomas trying to get to him. Fires upfield. It's through the hands of Furman at the goal line. Wow! Just off his fingertips. We've come to the end of the first half. It's been a great one. I'm John Kazarek with Jim Kenny, along with Jerry Dupay for South Union Township Sports. Jim alongside with me for Q99 We're tied dead even. LH has come to play. Connellsville has retaliated when they've had to, and we've got ourselves an outstanding game and setting ourselves up for a great, great finish here in the second half. I'm John Kazarek with Jim Kenny. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back with the LH band, the Connellsville band, some commentary, and some stats. All of that coming up. But first, let's break for this 5-minute timeout.
The Kazmarski Funeral Home service is more than just a sometime thing. Owned and operated by Stephen E. Kazmarski III, a lifelong resident of Uniontown, the Kazmarski Funeral Home takes pride in their newly remodeled home with valet parking, offering funeral services that are very reasonably priced, serving all faiths with a special touch. The Kazmarski family takes great pride in the elegant, distinctive home that dates back to the early 1800s. It is important to note that the funeral business is ever-changing in our area, where a corporate philosophy has taken over. The Kazmarski Funeral Home reminds everyone in the Uniontown and surrounding areas that funeral costs don't have to be at such an unreasonable rate. You can be treated fairly and honestly at the more privately owned funeral homes. The Kazmarski Funeral Home offers pre-need services and accepts transferred pre-arrangements. Your total satisfaction is important to the Kazmarski Funeral Home, 71 Pennsylvania Avenue, Uniontown. Phone 437-7555. Are you in the market for a new home? Then Jim Woolslagle is the man for you. Jim is a lifelong resident of Uniontown, and he is an expert in all phases of the local real estate market. He is an associate broker with Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, and he is a member of the Fayette Board of Realtors. He offers you the benefit of the multi-list service, and he can also help you with the financing of a new or existing home. Jim can be contacted at Coldwell Banker Agency, 554 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, directly across from the Uniontown Shopping Center, and his phone number there is 437-7100. Jim Woolslagle is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's area youth athletic event, and he has a deep appreciation of the dedication involved, as he is a long-time accomplished high school basketball official. For all of your housing needs and real estate needs, see the man who knows the area, Jim Woolslagle.
Okay, Arnie, we're back at, I'll tell you, just about a full house here tonight at Connellsville, and I want to take an opportunity to send some greetings out to some good friends of mine from the Connellsville area, big Connellsville fans. Angelo Sonny Robert Tucci, outstanding running back with Jimmy Cunningham back in the late 50s here. Later went on to Westminster, was outstanding there. I want to also say hi to Tony Lembo, good friend of mine, and the father of Jimmy Joe Lembo, the athletic director here, who's done such an outstanding job. Also want to say hi to a Connellsville fan that goes back more than a few years, talking about Chuck Riley. My father-in-law has been a Connellsville fan ever since the days of Johnny Lujack. So, Chuck, if you're listening in, I want to send greetings out to you, to Tony, and to Sonny Robert Tucci. We're at halftime. It's a good one. We're tied at 21. Down below, the LH Senior High School Marching Band performing. So, let's get out on the field. Jerry DePay going to pick up some of the action and pageantry. And we want to remind you this game will be on TV Sunday night at 6:05 on CUTV Channel 62. The LH Senior High School Marching Band down below. Shootout here, and let's get down back for a little bit more music. Okay, we're in halftime. Laurel Highlands and Connellsville want to thank tonight the 1999 Laurel Highlands football boosters, President David Brom, Vice President John Whitlatch, Carrie Line, the Secretary and Treasurer Carol Grimm, for all their help in helping sponsor not only tonight but all of the ball games throughout the year on CUTV, Channel 62, home of the South Union Township Sports Network. Also want to thank the fine people at Smith Lewis Chess and Company, financial planners at the Cherry Tree Plaza here in Uniontown. They say good luck Mustang. So again, thanks to the 1999 LH High School football boosters and Smith Lewis Chess and Company of Uniontown for helping sponsor tonight's ball game. I'm John Kazarick with Jerry Dupay and Jim Kenny also here for CBI and for PQR as we bring you a simulcast tonight. I want to thank our engineers back on the AM and FM side. We're having a lot of fun. Hope you're enjoying tonight's ball game. We'll be back. We'll have stats. We'll have the scoring plays. We'll have the Connellsville Falcon Marching Band. All of that and more coming up. Arnie, we're going to take a break here for about 4 minutes, and we'll be coming back. We're tied at halftime, 21-21.
Uniontown Toyota, located on Route 40 across from the Uniontown Mall, is very proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of tonight's local youth athletic event. Toyota vehicles have always had a history of high quality, value, and dependability. While the all-new 1997 Tacoma 4x4, RAV4, and 4Runner continue Toyota's reputation, Uniontown Toyota makes you glad to be a Toyota owner by giving you the service you expect, which is why they received Toyota's highest accolade for excellence in customer satisfaction, the Toyota Touch President's Award for 1996. Uniontown Toyota's award-winning parts and service department, which is in the top 10% for customer satisfaction in the Central Atlantic, Toyota's 5-state region, takes great pride in going the extra distance to satisfy their customers. If you don't believe us, ask your neighbors who have purchased a new or pre-owned vehicle from Uniontown Toyota. If you want great value, a great deal, people to listen to your needs and take care of you, there are just 2 words you need to know: Uniontown Toyota. For more information and a test drive, stop by today at Uniontown Toyota or call us at 437-8422. At the Kazmarski Funeral Home, service is more than just a sometime thing. Owned and operated by Stephen E. Kazmarski III, a lifelong resident of Uniontown, the Kazmarski Funeral Home takes pride in their newly remodeled home with valet parking, offering funeral services that are very reasonably priced, serving all faiths with a special touch. The Kazmarski family takes great pride in the elegant, distinctive home that dates back to the early 1800s. It is important to note that the funeral business is ever-changing in our area, where a corporate philosophy has taken over. The Kazmarski Funeral Home reminds everyone in the Uniontown and surrounding areas that funeral costs don't have to be at such an unreasonable rate. You can be treated fairly and honestly at the more privately owned funeral homes. The Kazmarski Funeral Home offers pre-need services and accepts transferred pre-arrangements. Your total satisfaction is important to the Kazmarski Funeral Home, 71 Pennsylvania Avenue, Uniontown. Phone 437-7555.
We're back at Connellsville. Halftime activity continues down on the field. The Falcon Marching Band, Jerry Dupay, going to film some of that for you right now. Very quickly, let's take a look at the stats with the background music behind us. Stat-wise, this is very, very unofficial. I've got LH with 10 first downs, Connellsville with 9. Rushing totals, I've got for LH, Matthews with 18 carries for 71 yards. Bosnick has 3 carries for 22 and a touchdown. Keatap on an inside reverse, 1 carry for 5. For Connellsville, I've got Furman with 6 carries for 128 yards. Humes with 6 carries for 35, and Myden off the bench, unofficially 3 for 13. Passing-wise, I've got Bosnick with 7 of 13 for 140 yards and 2 TDs. I've got Connellsville with 1 of 2 2 for 55 yards. That from Furman, and a touchdown there on the catch by Joseph. LH, receiving-wise, I tell you, what a big half for Jawan Davis. He is looking at 5 catches for roughly 127 yards. P-Tep with 2 big catches for 20 yards. And as we said, Joseph, 1 grab for 55. We're in halftime. John Kazarick with Jim Kenny and Jerry Dupay as we bring you TriCast coverage. Would you agree, Jim?
That's it.
We've got simulcast AM, FM, and we've got TV coverage. So I'll tell you, get it all right here tonight. CBI, 1340, WCBI, 99.3, PQR, WPQR FM Uniontown, and the South Union Township Sports Network, Channel 62 on your Helicon station. We'll have that game for you, this game rather, Sunday night at 6:05. Jim, you and I were talking a little bit outside. Very quickly, we both agree, even if LH falls by the wayside here tonight, they, in the second half, they have proved tonight that they can play with the big boys. Very explosive first half. Connellsville has not yet shown that they can stop LH, and LH has not shown they can stop Connellsville. We look for more of the same in the second half.
John, I look for much of the same because, as we were talking out there, is your defense is giving Connellsville some yardage, the same as Connellsville's giving the Laurel Highlands, and the ball's being moved by both teams. I look for it, John, to be the second half to be much like the first half. So hold on to your seats because we've got another 20 minutes of football to come to you.
Okay, Jim Kenny, I'll tell you, real pleasure to have you working alongside and helping out here tonight. Really appreciate it. And down below, the teams still get in the locker room. We're at halftime. We're going to take another break. Arnie, my boy, you've been great with us tonight. 21-21. We're at halftime, and we're going to pause right now and break for 4 minutes. It's LH 21, the Connellsville Falcons 21. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Arnie?
Are you in the market for a new home? Then Jim Woolslagle is the man for you. Jim is a lifelong resident of Uniontown, and he is an expert in all phases of the local real estate market. He is an associate broker with Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, and he is a member of the Fayette Board of Realtors. He offers you the benefit of the multi-list service, and he can also help you with the financing of a new or existing home. Jim can be contacted at Coldwell Banker Agency, 554 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, directly across from the Uniontown Shopping Center, and his phone number there is 437-7100. Jim Woolslagle is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's area youth athletic event, and he has a deep appreciation of the dedication involved, as he is a long-time accomplished high school basketball official. For all of your housing needs and real estate needs, see the man who knows the area, Jim Woolslagle.
A stick-out game here tonight, no question about that. 14 is Todd Bell, your quarterback, and Joseph, number 43, Drew Joseph, the defensive back and a fine receiver. I tell you, LH, Connellsville, dead even at 21. This should be just ceremonial right here. Connellsville has the option. And if they don't take the ball, it's about to fall out of his boot. And speaking of the boot, this is the Ray Scott Memorial Press Box. Ray Scott, of course, got his start here in Connellsville. Did some work with WCBI, of course, then later went on to Johnstown, was in Pittsburgh, I believe, with KDK and WTA, and of course made his mark as the voice of the great Green Bay Packer teams back in the 60s. He passed on here a few years ago, and along with Johnny Woodruff, we were looking at the memorial oak tree down here to our left, Johnny Lujak, who won a Heisman. I'll tell you, Connellsville, with a Heisman Trophy award winner, Johnny Lujak, and an Olympic gold medal winner with Johnny Woodruff, that's got to be a unique combination, I'll tell you. You've also had the great Bobby Baylor, first pick of the Toronto Blue Jays in their expansion draft, went on to a great major league career. You had Mike Nicolette for this area, won a PGA event. Jason Tiska right now on the Nike Tour. I'll tell you, it's been a great baseball, football, basketball, whatever town, and we are ready to roll. Kale will tee it up, and I'm sure he's going to boot it short. The run up, and it's on the ground, just a little squiff. This ball's loose. It gets behind and is picked up by Furman, so it works to his advantage as he comes out across the line, and he is tackled by number 88, and we don't have an 88 on our roster here. So also there was number 17, Keith Downs. I tell you, we've got to get an 88 the next time we see Jack, or ask Ricky Hager for an updated roster here. Been some changes. I thought I had them all in hand here, but evidently not. First down and 10. That was Jay Fox, leads them out. I formation set. Dot in the I is number 23, Marcus Furman, on first down. They'll hand it up inside, and Humes with a big hole, and he is finally hit by Cranack for the stop, but he's got close to 9. I'll tell you, that offensive line is just blowing them out up there. Also coming up from the secondary, Nick Lyon. Wow. When you look at that line, Fox at 280, Ricks at 290, 255, Hickson, Schallenberger at 295, and Malnex at 260. 21-21. Here's your score at the 11:27 mark. Second down now, and about 1 yard to go. Humes with a nice pickup of 9. Handoff goes to Furman. He's got a big hole, and Russell is there to get him, but not before he picks up 5. And a first down for the Falcons. Gain of about 5. He's right around 130. First down and 10. Out of the lineup for LH comes number 56. That's Powell. Jerry Powell, the sophomore. Connellsville is going to pound it right here. First down and 10 at midfield. Tied at 21. There's Humes again. Another huge hole. And he is hit. And again, making the stop. Number 20, Mark Cranack. Bosnick was there. Powell coming right back in. Second down and 6. Humes with a pickup of 4. This drive began back near the 38-yard line, I believe. Right at the 45. Look for Furman here on second down. And there he is, and he's got a hole. He steps out of one, and he's shy of the first down. Gain of about 6. Third and 1. Furman. Cranack again on the stop. Third and 1. Brian Rich checks out of the lineup. Alan Harrison checks in, and he'll get the call here too. Todd Bell. Keith Shear not here tonight. And I'll tell you, that takes away their passing game, and it has been a good passing game. But I'll tell you, the way they're running the ball, you'd never know that they needed it. Oh, there's a hit up inside, and Furman's going to be stopped short. Interesting call now. May have lost a half a yard. 4th and 1. Bobby Neverdale was there. Purse Glove was there. And Furman is shaken up. Furman is down. 4th down. And he is injured, I'll tell you. And he's a little slow getting up now. Takes his helmet off, or loosens the chin strap rather. Now the helmet comes off, and the Connellsville trainer comes out to take a quick look. There's timeout on the field. We're tied at 21. Connellsville facing 4th and a full 1 at the 40. We're going to pause and come back in 30 seconds. We'll be right back. 1. Furman to the sideline. Chris Meiden checks in. This could be one of the defining moments of this ball game. And they're going to go for it, as you would expect. 4th and 1 at the 40. They need the 39-yard line. LA's trying to fire that defense up. The key here, you got to get some penetration. Out over the ball they come. Todd Bell on 4th. Handoff up inside. I don't know. He's second effort. Let's see if he got it. Oh, it's going to be close. I think he got it. Number 31, mentioning Chris Meiden. This is very close. Second effort. Let's take a look. No, he did not get a good spot. I'm going to tell you right now, he did not get. This is going to be very, very close. LH indicating they're going to bring it in from the chain. It's going to be very, very close. 4th down. They went for it. Handoff up inside. LH with a good defensive charge. And the stretch. He did not get it. So LH holds. First down. I think Neverdale was one of the guys there with Purse Glove. So LH has it. First down. And 10. So let's see if LH at the 39-yard lines takes over. Bosnick leads them out there. Saunders, number 71, is a tackle to the left side. David Braun is the guard. Segment and Grimm. From an eye, first down and 10. Hand off to Travis, and he gets absolutely nothing. Stopped up inside, number 53, Rob Ferentua makes the hit. No gain. Also there was Ricks. Second down and 10. Time remaining, 8:37. Tied at 21, third quarter. Bosnick effectively trips to the right side, rolls that way, fires. He's got his man Davis. Hello, how do you do? Big hit time by Todd Bell. Davis with a fine catch and hangs on for a gain of 5. Wow. Welcome to Quad A football, Jawan, and you did well to hang on, buddy. Bosnick with the completion. Big play here, 3rd and 5. Connellsville came up short on 4th and 1. Force goes wide to the right. Davis is in the slot. Motion now from Travis. And there's the fake draw up inside. Bosnick, good call. Inches forward, but he's 2 yards shy. Love the call. Ricks makes the hit. LH has had great success running from this situation, but this type of ball game, I don't know. They got Richards in there. Connellsville looks like they're coming all out for the block. They're going to go for it. And I tell you, they went for it. And picking it up for LH was Travis. So LH went to the well maybe one time too many. I'm sure Connellsville was well aware of that. So they'll take over at the 45-yard line, first down and 10. Put it down just beyond the 45-yard line, and we're looking at 7:17 on our running clock. Loss of a couple. Let's see who we got out there. Bell? Yeah, we do. LH jamming everything. They're putting everything in the box right now. Rolling right. Pressure coming from Russell. And a big-time hit there by Force. As good penetration. Russell almost had the sack. Force with a big hit. And also there was Powell. Bell rolling to the right side. Picks up maybe 3. Force with the hit. Second down, 7 yards to go. Under 7 minutes to go at 6:45 and counting. Tied at 21. Great high school game here tonight. Fox is out. Fox is set. Pro eye set with 2 wideouts. The handoff, big hole up inside. He closes in a hurry as number 44 Humes is hit by Kranek, Bosnick, and Force. Gain of 1. Wow. LH with some big-time hits on the last 2 series. Gain of maybe a yard. Third down now, the better part of 6 to go. 21-21 your score. LH. And Connellsville into the lineup. Comes David Hall to the sideline. Goes Joseph. Furman dots the I. Humes in front of him. Rolling left. Going to throw. Firing deep. Has a man open. What a play by Lyon to get back. Beautiful play as he was back there and knocked it away. Brian Rich was back deep, but a great play. And I mean great play by Lyon. 4th down now. And better part of 6. And they're going to go for it. Dan Spanish, I don't think, is sending that punter in. He's got number 43, Drew Joseph, coming in. So LH held on 4th and 1. They're looking at 4th and 6 now. Boy, what a reaction play getting back on it by Nick Lyon to break that down. Wide to the left side goes Joseph. Man coverage there. I tell you, one-on-one both ways. Now Furman comes out as a slot. And they're going to roll to the time. Now the pressure gets to him. The flag upfield. Got flags all over. Pass incomplete. Let's see the call. 2 flags came. And I think it may be against LH. Let's see the call. From the indication of the LH ball club, I think it's going to go against LH. Oh, what a critical call. Flag came from 2 officials at the 40-yard line is where the spot was. It was well overthrown. Now let's see. Holding LH. So it was not pass interference. You could see that. And a step off should be 10. And a first down for Connellsville. Jack Beaner very upset down on the sideline. We got time called. We're going to get a sideline warning. Move the officials back. Move the teams back. 29-yard line. They've moved them back, so this will be a warning. First down and 10 at the 29-yard line. It's at the 29-yard line. First down. Jack Beaner giving the linesman an earful. We better watch. He's going to get hit here soon with 15. It's at the 29. Jack is livid down there. First down at the 29-yard line. Todd Bell out and set. Furman is a deep back in the eye. The penalty is a big one. The 29. Sprint out handoff. Big hole up inside. And here comes Hughes. And there's a flag coming in. You may get a hold here against Connellsville. We got a flag coming. Nullifies a gain of about 8. That's actually 14 on the play. There's holding. It's against Connellsville. At the 5:27 mark, so instead of first and 10, mark off of 10 from the spot, which is the 22. We'll take him back to the 32, and it'll be first and 12. 33-yard line. First and 14. Todd Bell operates the offense. First and 14. That's a break for LH. See if we can capitalize. Need a good surge out of that defensive line. Got some people in tight. And the handoff. Furman. Big hole left side. Jukes to the outside. 30. 20. 15, 10, and out of bounds. He'll have the first down, and it'll be goal to go at the 9-yard line. So about 21, 22 yards by Furman on the draw. First down to the 9-yard line. Tied at 21 with 5 minutes even to go. I tell you, if you got to be goal to go on the defensive side, this you couldn't ask for a better one. It's a ball length inside the 10. So they've got all of 9 yards and 2 feet to go. First down, trying to get the lead. Handoff Furman, and he is hit twice, still spinning, still driving. He maybe got a yard. Good surge by Powell, number 56, Russell, number 46, and I think Dice, 24. Gain of maybe a yard. No gain. Officials timeout. Wow, no gain that time. Good defensive surge by LH. Furman well over 150 yards now. We've got him unofficially, I should say, with 160 yards. He had 128 going into the halftime locker room. And officials timeout, nothing charged. Equipment adjustment, I guess. So it's second and goal at the 9. Clock will start, and does, at the 4:44 mark. Todd Bell leads them out as McQuaid checks in and replaces Aronson. Spread formation, back to throw, looks, looking. Oh, he's got running room. He may score. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he is cut down right at the 4-yard line. Good coverage by LH. So it's 3rd and goal at the 4. And we got timeout. Officials timeout again. Got a player down for Connellsville. And let's see who's down. 87, that's McQuaid. Adam McQuaid, the 6'6", 185-pound junior wideout. So timeout. Now the goal line, if you will, Buffalo defense going in for LH. Segments 55, Saunders 71, and I think 75 going in there for LH also, David Braun. So it's 3rd and goal. It is at the 4-yard line. Good coverage by LH. So you got your big goal line defense in there right now. The clock starts at 4:05. Third down and goal, just outside the 3-yard line, close to the 4. They're out, they're set. Long count, rolling right, and they've got him. Down he goes. Let's see who got him. Ryan and Segment. Big loss on the play all the way back to the 20. Nathan Force with the defensive play. 4th down. And are they going to go for the field goal? And this will be a long one, 38-yarder into attempted. Nate Rowan will attempt it. Last extra point he attempted was blocked. Watch for the fake in the pass. It's on the tee. It's up, and it is no good. So LH holds. They will take over. Great goal line stand and a big play by Nathan Force. 1st down and 10. 2:57 to go. So LH takes over at the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10. Wow. Brain will check in. Force checks in. So the penalty does not hurt LH. Great play by Force to get him almost out of field goal range. So Bosnick is out and set as we play to the 2:57 mark. 1st down and 10, tied at 21, 3rd quarter score. Bosnick, Matthews, he's going absolutely nowhere, and then gets ahead maybe a yard. Up to make the hit. Aronson, no gain. 2nd and 10. LH is going to have to put the ball up, it looks like. Brain is in there, Force is in there, and Davis. They're the wideouts. Put it down at the 20 as we wind down near the 2-minute mark. 3rd quarter, 21 all ball game. LH tied with Connellsville. Oh, it's intercepted. There's your touchdown. Right to the hands of Joseph. He read it beautifully, stepped in front of Jawan Davis, and a 25-yard INT by Joseph for the touchdown. He went to the well one time too many. The big interception at the 2:14 mark. And that is a big one. Joseph read it beautifully. And now the PAT coming again from Rowan. And a snap, it's on the tee, and the kick is up, and it is no good. So maybe a break. Nathan Force getting through there again. So let's make it now 27 to 21. Connellsville PAT blocked. We'll be back following this 30-second timeout. Kickoff coming. The interception by Joseph gives Connellsville the lead. Kick is squibbed on the ground, headed right side, fielded there, and picked up by Keith Fry. And he comes out of there to the 35-yard line. Let's see if LH can recover here. 1st down and 10. Fry with the return. Very big interception by Joseph. Been a game of big plays. Force will check out. 2:08 to go. LH LH had a lot of success running to the right side in the first half, but Connellsville made some adjustments. They've pretty much taken the running game away. They go to that right side, and the cutback, maybe a yard. Also down on the play, Eddie Jacobs and Alan Aronson on the stop. Gain of a couple. Second down now, and about 8 to go. Minute 43 to go. LH, Connellsville leads it by 6. Bosnick going to go to the left side to Travis. And I tell you, he did a nice job to get ahead for a couple.
47 stop.
Gain of maybe 3. David Hall on the stop. So give Matthews 3 and bring up third down. And about 6. They have completely taken away the running game. And LA's looking at third down and 6. At the 40, they need the 46. Bosnick sends Detail to the right side, sends Jawan to the left side. Davis splits right in front of the LH bench. He's the split end, the flanker right. Pressure coming. Airing it out. Coming back. Detail, and it's intercepted. A flag. He held him back. Number 14 on the play, Todd Bell, impeded DTEP's efforts to come back. And that's got to be 15 defensive pass interference. Right out in front of everybody. So this will be a 15-yard mark-off, and LH will have first down. There's the call, and it's a good one. No question. I'll tell you that the crowd reacting, but that was a very obvious call. You could see it. Jim, no question on that call. He impeded him.
Yeah, he went right against him. It's a good call by the officials.
I tell you, he held him from coming back to the ball. And there was no question. So it is a first down at the 45-yard line. LH picks up their first down of this second half. And they got a new wide out. And Pinckney to the right. Draw. Hello, how do you do? I tell you, they had a team meeting right around Travis Matthews. Gain of 5. Jacobs and Ferentiua. Hall was also there. So a loss of 5. Second and at the 22-second mark. 27-21 your score. Pinckney checks out. LH now is just about going to have to give up on the run. They have had no success. Saunders goes wide as the tackle to the right side. Grimm to the left. Slot right. Got to hustle, guys. And from the shotgun, Bosnick going to fire. He's got his man, Getep. He's got it. He's to the 10, to the 5, and he is first and goal at the 5-yard line. Great throw by Bosnick. A 45-yard bomb to Getep, and Getep pulls up lane at the goal line. On the coverage, I think it was 43, Drew Joseph. 45 yards on the play, and it's first and goal. And another first down. And that, my friends, is the end of the quarter. 27-21, Connellsville on top by 6. And we'll be back in 60 seconds. Down and goal at the 6. Etep was shaken up. I don't know if he is on the sideline and hurt, but first down and goal at the 6. Bosnick, blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, coming through was 89. Kuzier lost to the 15-yard line. That is a big play. From first and goal at the 5 to second and goal at the 10. Or 15, rather. Boy, they came untouched. Now LH definitely in a situation where they've got to throw. Force to the left, Davis to the right, Brain to the right. Bosnick trying to take his ball club down the field. Motion right, fires outside. He's got his man, Davis. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's got a touchdown. Jawan Davis
28-27. Touchdown comes at 11:14 of the fourth. Juwan Davis, 15-yard pass. And is set. The kick, plenty of leg, and it's right through the middle. Charlie Kale, big on the P18, makes it 28-27 at the 11:14 mark. LH on top. We'll be right back. Charlie Kale lays it down for LH. Furman is back deep along with Joseph. LH leads at 28-27. And the run up and squibbed along the ground. Bounding, picked up by one of the up men. And here's Joseph coming out of there. Got a big hole, and he's near midfield at the 44-yard line on the stop for LH. Nick Lyon, number 22. So Connellsville takes over. First down and 10 at the 46-yard line. LH leading this thing by the count of 28-27. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Furman, big hole right side. Breaks one, breaks two, and Russell's got him. Gain of 15. This game may be decided by who has the ball last. It's at the 40, at the 38 rather. The clock is running. 10:58 to go. 28-27. Out over the ball they come. Bell. Humes. Whoa, rocking and rolling, gets yardage. Close to the first down. Neverdale hanging on. And I think Pinckney, no, 20. Cranack. So it's going to be very close. They're going to measure. Timeout called. As we said, we apologize for the delay as we were off the air there for a short while. And some technical problems, but recapping, while we were away, we missed the interception return by Joseph for the touchdown. We want to remind everybody, and the Connellsville people, if you're listening in, you've got some friends in the Uniontown, Brownsville, Masontown area, wherever, California. This ball game will be televised in its entirety at 6:05 Sunday night. And of course, the people, the LH people, this game will be part of your ongoing year-round package as we cover LH sports. South Union Township Sports Network. Jerry DuPay to my left filming the game. Sunday night at 6:05, Channel 62. First and 10. Handoff Furman. He's got a hole. He dips right. He dips left. And good tackle by Bosnick. Gain of maybe 6, 7. Second and 3. 10 minutes to go. They're going to stay on the ground. Furman with the carry. Set that defense for you if we can. Deep along with Bosnick. The 3 deep with Cranack. Lyon on the corner. Force, one of the defensive ends. Trying to see. Second down and 4. Todd Bell. Handoff, Humes, big hole, and he's close to the first down. Dice collars him with help from Russell. Powell is there. It's going to be short. Third down and 1. You got Saunders, Price, Segman, and Braun coming in for LH. Coming out of there right now is Justin Bolish, the junior defensive end. So you got your Buffalo defense, if you will. You got all the size you can handle, all the size that we've got. And they did the job on 2 consecutive plays late in the second quarter. Third down and short. LH by 1. Handoff up inside. They have the first down and then some. He's to the 15-yard line. Gain of 5 by Humes. He's got the first down. Humes picks up 4, gets another first down. Saunders on the stop, and immediately Saunders, Segman, and David Braum check out of there. So it's at the 15. Need a turnover if you're an LH fan. Connellsville
if you're a Connellsville fan, you're looking to drive it right in there. Under center, Bell. Sprint out left side, Furman, and he's got nothing for once. They rise up and throw him back. Powell was right there, 56. Lyon was also there, and Nathan Force. Bobby Neverdale also there. No gain. 2nd and 10. It's right at the 15. Joseph checking right back in. That defensive line being sorely tested right now. And I tell you, a couple times in this 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, they've made some great stands and statements. LH by 1 as we wind to the midway point of the 4th quarter. LH coming with some pressure, rolling right. Price trying to get to him. There's a pitch to Furman, and he got out of bounds at the 10. Boy, that was a late pitch by Bell. A dangerous pitch, but he did a great job and flipped it to Furman. 3rd down and 5. Picked up about 3 more off of it, Jim. I tell you, if they nail the quarterback, it's about a 3-yard gain. A dangerous pitch, but worked well.
I'll tell you what, he's lucky on that one because he took a good chance there. Good thing was Furman who followed him around there to get that extra couple yards.
3rd down and 5. So LH right now leading at 28-27 as we hit the 7:40 mark. Hanging on for dear life. Trying to pull the upset here tonight. Bell, Furman, hold, and he's got the 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4. I tell you, that offensive line, the difference in this game right now. Paul Shipley, number 72, checks in. Here comes Saunders. Here comes Braun. And here comes Segment. 1st and goal at the 5. So that was a big 3rd down play there. Clock is running.
7:25.
7 1/4. 7:25 to go. I should say 7 1/4 would be 7:15, I guess. So 7:25 to go. It's a ball length inside the 5. Todd Bell is out. Todd Bell is set. LH coming with a little bit of a blitz. There's Furman. He's hit by Bosnick at the 2. And boy, wicked hit right there by Bosnick. It's at the 1-yard line. Put it down at the 1. Bosnick made the hit. 6:50. Neverdale coming right back in for LH. Ben Persclove. Boy, I tell you, he's played a game. 2nd and goal at the 1. We're approaching the 6:40 mark. So 2nd and goal at the 1. Be a 60-yard drive all on the ground and a touchdown for Humes. So Humes for the touchdown. 1-yard run. And that capped a 60-yard drive all on the ground. And it comes at 6:28 of the 4th quarter. And now I'm sure they go for 2. 2 PATs have been blocked here. They have gone for 2 once. It was successful. This is very critical, my friends. They're going to go for 2. Motion right. And they're going to flood right. The pass intercepted and knocked down, so it's no good. Good play there. As getting into the play was number 22, Nick Lyon, to break it down. So the PAT no good. And at the 6:28 mark, it's a 5-point game. 33-28. We'll be back with the ensuing kickoff. I'm John Kazarek with Jim Kenny for Q99 and 1340 AM. Our kickoff comes up following this 30-second break. 36, Nathan Rowan. Davis is deep. Lyon is deep. Russell is deep. And here we go. Davis moves up around the 20-yard line. Let's see if they elect to kick it deep. Rowan kicks a line drive. This ball's going to head all the way back, and you got to pick it up, Jamorns. He's at the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Great job there by Connellsville. 6:26 to go. LH will take over. 90 yards away from the winning points. Plenty of time indeed, Jim Kenny, at the 6:26 mark. It's at the 11. 1st released it perfectly. Davis had no chance on it. Was hoping it would go out of bounds. He had to pick it up at the 5. First down. LH. Right side. And nothing doing there. Big play by Connellsville. Travis Matthews gets stuffed. No gain. Hughes makes the stop. Second down and 11. It's Connellsville. Leading it by 5 as we play to the 6-minute mark. Getep goes wide to the left side. Force is the short receiver right. Davis is in the slot. They double cover to that side. Now send Price in motion. And he's going to fire deep for Getep. And incomplete. Try to air it out. Pass incomplete. Brings up third down. 3rd and 12. Furman and Joseph on the coverage. 3rd down, 12 yards to go. Out over the ball now for LH. Comes the center. Frank Francis on 3rd down. Connellsville coming, a blitz coming. He fires. He's got his man incomplete. Wouldn't have mattered. It was 4th down. Force just could not quite hang on, but he was well short of the 1st down. So LH will kick it away. Need a good punt here. I don't think Connellsville rushes here. You don't want to risk the roughing, but I'll tell you what, they got 10 on the line. I'd be surprised if they come after him. And they do. And it's a kick that's Furman drifting back at the 40, looking for the corner, steps out of 1, steps out of 2, and down he goes. The flag coming in at the 35. 5-yard return. Nice punt by Lyon. I'll tell you, they came after him. I thought Dan Spanish would not come after him and risk the roughing call. But indeed he came. So this will go against Connellsville, I believe. Clipping. So this will take him back near midfield. And there's the 5. There's 10. And there is 15. So it's back to midfield. So Connellsville leads it by the count now of 33 to 28. Time very much a factor right now. First down and 10. Connellsville can pick up a couple of first downs. They may have this thing. Leading it by 5. LH coming with a blitz. Almost stripped it out of there, but a nice run. Across the 40. 40 yards and 11 yards and a first down. Bosnick makes the hit. Humes. LH coming with an all-out blitz that time, and I tell you, someone had their hand on the ball trying to rip it out of there. I think you got to concentrate right at this point to make the tackle. 5:04. Humes picks up 11 and another first down. It's at the 40, well called 39. Give him 11 on the last carry. He's been tough here tonight. You expect the big yardage from Furman, but Humes has given him big yardage also. Hand off Furman, big hole, steps right, steps left, he's gone. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. They will not touch him on this one. No flags. No flags. So this one is a 50-yard drive, and it comes at the 4:40 mark of the 4th quarter. 50-yard drive. And it was a 50-yard two-play drive. 40-yard run by Furman. And this has been a beauty. I tell you what, You have no idea, Jim Kenny. The biggest play of this game potentially was that kickoff that was down inside the 10-yard line.
That wasn't the biggest one so far in the game. It was so far the decisive one for that 92-yard run back by Marcus Furman. And then so far we've been playing the rest of this game pretty even killer until we got down to this run right here.
Return for a touchdown and a kickoff that pinned us down at the 10. The key plays in this game. 1 for 2. Rolling, looking. Oh, he has some running room to the left. He may get in, and he does. PAT is good. Todd Bell for 2. Makes it now a 41-28 ball game. Connellsville on top at 4:40 of the fourth quarter. We're going to break for 60 seconds. I'm John Kazarek with Jim Kenny for 1340 WCBI and for the people at 99.3. I'm John Kazarek. We'll be back. Also on the CUTV side, East Allegheny Best Center comes up immediately. We'll not have a post-game show. As soon as this one's over, we're wrapping it up. Jawan Davis, who's had a monster game here tonight. They kick it on the ground. Big hop. And again, they do the job. It's picked up by Line. He fumbles it once, twice. Bell on the tackle. Earl H. not going to go quietly. Pick up the first down.
First down. 4:31.
Ford says he made the catch and took it ahead for 10. 22 yards. First down and 10 was burned repeatedly.